Welcome back to the 17 News at Sunrise podcast, where we share your news on your schedule.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Sunrise.
Good morning. Right now at 5, former President Trump's second impeachment trial gets underway today. The first arguments we'll hear, is it even constitutional? What to expect today and how long the entire process could take. Plus, Governor Gavin Newsom says he and members of the legislature worked through the weekend on strategies to resume in-person learning across the state, when we could see that plan coming up. Plus, a murder suspect leads police on a chase through East Bakersfield before crashing into 2 cars. The latest on this late-night arrest. This is Tuesday, February 9th, 2021. Good morning. Good to have you with us. I'm Maddie Jansen, anchoring from home. Alex Fisher's holding down the fort in studio. We have a lot to get to today, a lot happening in Washington. But first, of course, we're going to begin here at home. It's been feeling very spring-like out there, Alex.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, we're still waiting for wet weather. Hopefully, it will come soon before the weather truly turns over to more sunny days. Let's turn things over to Kevin Charette, who has a look at our forecast. And Kev, we really do need the rain. Is it coming?
Yeah, it's going to be coming. It's just not going to come today. As you kind of go throughout your day, you're going to see some clouds around the area, so you might think the rain is coming, but we're not expecting any rain. Remember, we talked yesterday that the clouds would push on in, and that's exactly what they've done. As we take you to the satellite and radar, you can see nothing on radar, but definitely lots of clouds around the area. Here's a look at downtown, and a temperature of 49 degrees, a southeast wind at 5. And as we take a look at the day here, you can see those temperatures are going to be in the 60s. Yesterday, we were back into the 70s. Just a light breeze throughout the day for you. And then very little wind right now, but I do expect the winds to pick up, and we have issued a wind advisory through 7 a.m. tomorrow for the Kern County mountain areas and into the desert. Tehachapi sitting at 43 right now under a calm wind, and as we take a look at the hour by hour, you can see those winds picking up as we progress into the afternoon. Daytime highs expected in the 50s. I'll have much more in your forecast. That's coming up in just a little bit. For now, back over to you.
All right, thanks, Kev. We begin with national news this morning. The historic second impeachment trial of former President Donald Trump begins in Washington today. Lawmakers are set to hear several days of arguments that Trump incited last month's riot at the U.S. Capitol. Tracy Potts has a preview of what the trial will look like and the arguments from both sides.
Hi, Maddie. Good morning, everyone. Never before in the history of this country has any public official faced a second impeachment trial, but it starts this afternoon. 100 senators will hear the arguments and weigh the evidence to determine if there's enough to find former President Trump guilty. Today's impeachment trial begins with senators deciding if the trial itself is constitutional.
There must be truth and accountability.
It's political retribution. I fear we're skating on very thin ice.
Former President Trump is accused of inciting the January 6th riot at the Capitol. In 32 hours of arguments, lawyers plan to use his own words for...
I know that everyone here will soon be marching over to the Capitol building to peacefully...
and against him.
We fight like hell. And if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore.
Still unknown, will either side call witnesses? Trump lawyers say he will not testify.
Look, we've got an offer to come and testify. He's decided not to. We'll let the Senate work that out.
Trump's team calls the trial political theater, arguing his fiery speech is protected by the First Amendment. Democrats claim he aimed the mob, quote, like a loaded cannon down Pennsylvania Avenue.
I got to listen to this crap, so I hope by Sunday or Monday the trial will be over.
We have to put an end to Donald Trump's big lie once and for all.
Democrats plan to make their case with social media posts and videos, aiming to convince 17 Republicans that the former president is guilty. The White House press secretary says President Biden will not be watching much of the trial this week. I'm Tracy Potts, 17 News.
Yesterday marked 7 weeks since 2 California city boys vanished from their home, and still no break in this case. A candlelight prayer vigil was held yesterday evening for 3-year-old Orson and 4-year-old Orrin West in Bakersfield. The boys were reported missing back on December 21st. Those who love them say someone has to know something, and they're praying that person does the right thing.
We just want answers. I mean, it doesn't hurt for someone to go anonymously with an answer, a lead. You know, people calling in, but they're not leading us in the right way. You know, people telling this story and that story, but where's the truth? We want the truth. We just ask whoever that's listening, just bring the boys home.
The reward for information on the boys' whereabouts now stands at $120,000. If you have any information, you can call Cal City Police at 760-373-8606 or Secret Witness at 322-4040. In your 17 Crime Watch this morning, a murder suspect was arrested last night after leading police on a pursuit in East Bakersfield. Just after 7 o'clock last night, deputies tried to stop a car with a homicide suspect inside at Haley and Columbus Streets, but the driver took off, eventually crashing into two cars. KCSO says the homicide suspect was taken into custody along with another person. A third person in the car got away. No one was hurt, and deputies say they found a gun. The suspect, whose name has not been released, was wanted for a deadly shooting in East Bakersfield back on January 2nd. 34-year-old Ruben Vega was shot and killed in front of a home on Oregon Street near Mount Vernon Avenue. He left behind a daughter and 4 stepchildren. Your time now is 5:09, and looking ahead to this week, you can check out 3 new exhibits at the Bakersfield Museum of Art, but only online. On Thursday, the museum is debuting 3 virtual exhibitions beginning at 7 p.m. They will remain on view until August 28th. You can take 3D tours of each exhibition on your computer or smartphone. The tours are free and open to everyone. The museum will resume in-person viewing when state and local officials allow indoor museums to reopen to the public.
KGET Business Watch is brought to you by Grapevine MSP Technology Services, the Valley's leading IT service provider.
Welcome back here at 524 in your 17 Business Watch. The most in-demand job right now, helping bring the coronavirus pandemic to an end. Staff Management and Simos Solutions have identified the top supply chain jobs. The staffing firms analyze job postings from around the country using its Staff Track tool. Vaccine-related work tops the list, including distribution and logistics, transportation coordinators, food production and packaging associates, returns, packing, and sorting workers, and janitorial staff round out the top 5 most in-demand positions. Meantime, today is National Pizza Day, and there are deals to help you celebrate. Pizza Hut is offering the $10 Tastemaker, a large pizza with any 3 toppings, one of Pizza Hut's most value-packed offerings on the menu. Pizza Hut also has a heart-shaped pizza for Valentine's Day, available now through February 14th. Pricing varies. And Papa John's has a deal on a large one-topping epic stuffed crust pizza for $12. Domino's has a contest on its Twitter and Instagram platforms to win free pizza for a year. Just search for the hashtag WinDomino'sPizza to learn how to participate.
Every day should be pizza day. Well, romance is in the air, and this year more than ever, we long for love, intimacy, and spending time with the ones you love. And nothing speaks louder than a candlelit dinner for 2 in the way of celebration. NBC's Dan Chinnaman takes a look.
You know, it's been kind of a tough year, and we may even need a few, love potions or aphrodisiacs.
Aphrodisiac? Yes, that food or drink that stimulates sexual desire. With Valentine's Day just around the corner, it's time to plan the perfect menu for the one you love.
We eat with our eyes, so we really like when things are pretty.
Personal chef Jill Aker-Ray created an easy 4-course dinner packed with superfoods that will enhance any evening.
And what's more romantic than that? Oysters on the hash shell. Oysters contain zinc, and zinc increases testosterone. So not surprising that this is a love food.
Garnish with a simple mignonette and pop open a bottle of bubbly to start off the meal. Then arugula salad topped with pomegranate seeds. A libido booster and stress reliever sets the scene for the main course.
An almond and Parmesan crusted salmon. Salmon is full of omega-3 fatty acids. It elevates your dopamine.
And what is Valentine's Day without chocolate?
I did a fondue, which is also kind of intimate. You can share it.
The perfect dippers add to that love and feeling.
Strawberries are really great for vitality. Food that is made with love is the best food there is.
A simple recipe for love is just a few ingredients away. Dan Shettleman, NBC News.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Sunrise.
The 17 News at Sunrise podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to kget.com.